Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's kick this thing off. We're going to break things down like we normally do. We're going to break down the dollar, Bitcoin, the S&P, the Nasdaq. We're jumping into the Grandpa Dow. It usually is the Russell. We still kind of are touching on the Russell, but as we transition things, it will eventually just be the S&P, Nasdaq, and Grandpa Dow. Now that Nvidia's in there, which was we actually announced the transition right before. Perfect timing. Anyway, let's rock and roll. I'm sure at some point I will answer the question about Doge. It will get asked a million times, especially as I stream on multiple platforms, because I'm on TikTok and YouTube. Typically, TikTok is doing nothing but meme coins right now, so I will do that. If you're here now, let me just get to the someone on TikTok right now is saying, which coin is this? Right now, this is the US dollar. That's what this is. And so we're hoping it rejects right here and comes down. I am short the US dollar. So hopefully that happens. I'm short US dollar, Japanese yen. I'm also short the US CAD, US Canadian dollar. Now, this is real money for the people on TikTok. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't really have any meme coins, but it's all the rage these days. What do you mean wrong, Mike? Hang on. Does this sound weird? Does this sound okay? Where are we at? Guys, give me 1 second to make sure I'm good. You have the wrong mic on. It sounds like it's on your monitor's mic. Okay, give me 1 second. Because, yeah, my other mic was off. So it should be... It's probably working just fine for TikTok, but YouTube, give me 1 second. Default mic, Logitech. You're right. Thank you. All right, we should be rocking and rolling now. Can you guys hear me okay now? I wish things would just stay the way they are. I don't know why things need to move around. Like, just stop. That'll be the one thing that annoys me with AI. If it just starts to just move things, like just leave it on. Much better. Perfect. Thank you for that. The markets will go down tomorrow. It says conservative. TikTok mic is still weird. Let me double check this real quick. Settings. Select a speaker. Give me why I don't get why it's like this. I really don't. Mute audio mixer. Yeah, we are not muted. TikTok, let me know if this sounds okay. Dark Light says, I have a couple questions. Thoughts on NVIDIA? Oh, we're going over that today because NVIDIA has earnings this week. Give me 1 hot second to figure out what is going on with these microphones. It sounds fine, but not the same mic, which means it's actually, it's my camera microphone and not the one in front of my face. Here we go. I found it. And boom, should be a lot better now. All right. Now everything should be on this microphone. TikTok sounded strange. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. Sounds like we are all back, all on the mic. You guys can all hear me from this one. PDT. What's my opinion on that? You're talking about pattern day trader? TikTok 168384. Is that what we're talking about? Or is that a meme coin? Oh, he says no. So it sounds like a meme coin. All right, let's get through the futures first because I got other people that want to trade. And no, I don't know how to say this. Real stuff. Futures. We trade the markets. Everything. China's gold's pumping into the Biden war. I have not caught up on the Biden war.
Oh, it's a dividend stock. Okay, PDT is. And here's Technician. Technician coming in saying, you sound as if you're in an echo chamber. Just saying. We never know if he's actually on time or if he's behind. So everyone on YouTube, I'm. This is the last time I'm asking. Everyone on YouTube, does it sound normal now? Do I think the Euro USD will bounce? Give me 1 second. If you're short the US dollar, I mean, that's a zone I would be going long in. Sounds fine? Okay. All right. Let's rock and roll. It would be a knife catch, but I would be long the Euro US dollar right now. All right, Bitcoin in general. Bitcoin in general kind of basing out, which is awesome because it's surged up. We all know that it's surged up, which is the reason why TikTok is just full of meme coin traders right now. A rising tide will raise all ships, so even the dumb stuff. And I do mean it when I say dumb stuff, not in an offensive way, but things like DGen and Pepe. I mean, they're literally, I don't even know what these protocols are, but they're naming it after meme stuff. And you guys like, this thing's probably going to go to the moon. Honestly, I don't get the logic behind it. I do know about pump and dumps. I know how they work, and there's a lot of money to be made when things are pumping. Again, it's essentially a game of hot potato or hungry, hungry hippos. It's just at the end of hungry, hungry hippos, the hippo dies. Okay, it gets shot. It doesn't just get full. All of them but one. So that's the game you're playing. Bitcoin, when things push up like this, they will pull over or they will pull back. And that's the thing. So Bitcoin going sideways like this, taking some time off the clock, great. And this goes for all the meme coins as well. Let's pull up Doge. Doge should look pretty similar as well. Okay, yeah. So we jumped up, hit this. I really hate that. It looks like TikTok can't see this zone. I don't know. Maybe it's just my preview monitor or not. Anyway, jumps up, hits this box, and rejects. So these are all the zones that I watch. This is everything I look out for, which is why you'll notice these on all of my charts. So right now we hit this. You have the MACD that's way up there. You have the RSI, it says super overbought. Your moving averages are way down here. I'm trying to think of all the stuff that people that have no idea what they're doing use. And that's not a dig. This is a lot of new people just use these indicators, which is why they are popular. But nonetheless, EMAs are down here. RSI entered overbought somewhere in this region. Everything's up, so it needs to cool off. As this goes sideways, EMAs are catching up. The RSI goes from super. Let's just pull up the RSI. Yeah, look, goes from overbought to now we're cooling off without the price actually pulling back. So this actually stands pretty well for the people that are in Dogecoin. While I'm sure plenty are mocking and making fun of it, as long as we chill sideways like this, you're gearing up for another run up. And this probably goes for all of the meme coins as well that look like this. I know Pepe was one everyone kept talking about. Pepe's on Coinbase. Did that gap up, or is that it's just brand new to Coinbase? Let's hang on. Let's pull up Kraken. Okay. So same thing. As long as your coin looks like this, and then I hate to just blanket statement it, but that's kind of how these trade. These protocols aren't something that these coins aren't going to be here in a year. Or 2 years. Maybe one makes it a year. It's a miracle Doge is still here. If it wasn't because of someone like Elon, Doge probably would already be gone. But in the meantime, while they're here, while everyone's piling in and giving out free money, you might as well take advantage of it. So they all look the same. So as long as it goes sideways, that means the bears, the sellers, they are here. They're right here. But there's not enough sellers to counteract that trend. There's only enough to kind of get in the way, a minor speed bump, a little turbulent. That's it. Whether people are taking profits or maybe someone's trying to go short through some aspect, either way, as long as we cool this off, we stay up here and we cool it all the way off, then things are looking good. I don't. Oh, hang on. Jude saying, I don't understand how Palantir keeps going up. Please explain. It's super overbought. I'm literally explaining Palantir right now with these meme coins. As long as people are there to buy, it doesn't matter the story, it doesn't matter the case. There's Peanuts the squirrel. He has a coin out there. As long as someone's out there buying it, that's fine. In the end, it is just a case of supply and demand. If you can create a story that's believable, or a bunch of people that have no idea what they're doing Right? Again, not a dig, but if everyone keeps piling money in there, it's going to keep going up, which is why you see this happen on things like meme coins and penny stocks. It just doesn't take much. You can't create something like this on Microsoft, Meta, Google. NVIDIA and Tesla are going to give you a run for your money. But you just can't do that because this is trading at literally, hang on. We got one. So there's tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000th of a penny. Come on. It's priced that way for a reason. And eventually there's going to be a rug pull on most of these. If there was a meme coin I would be in, it would be Doge. It would not be something that just popped up or is literally named after Pepe the Frog or something that's called degen, because they know a lot of degenerate gamblers are going to be in it. If I'm in crypto, if I'm going to hold it, I would at least want to know what the coin is supposed to do. Like, what is the sales pitch? Don't spam the chat. This guy that had the space bar every other letter. He says, I got in Doge at 33 cents. Should I hold? What you should do is pay attention. Listen up, because I've been saying what I can't tell you what to do with your money. But I can tell you, as long as it's going up, it's not going down. And I know that sounds simple, but worry about Doge when it's going down. You should probably already have that plan. As I'm talking to people that are in Doge, you guys likely don't have a plan. You bought it at 33, which tells me you probably chased it. That's fine. That won't work in the real world with stocks. You're going to chase stuff. You're going to buying a lot of peaks. You're going to lose your account pretty fast. So I would be cautious. If I bought it at that and I was super late to the game, I would probably have my stop at, can I put my stop in the green at 0.339? I'd put my stop there, and as long as it keeps going up, I'm fine. Sideways is not down. So as long as it's not going down, I'm on the gain train. If I was in it and it goes up or sideways, I'm still in. But when that turns around, I got to be out. Because when things like these meme coins do turn around, when there is a sell-off, buyers scatter like cockroaches. And then who are you going to sell to? You have to make it appealing to that next buyer as to why he should buy your coin. Okay. So everyone's got their price, and it's going to be a buyer's market. It won't be yours. And so you might buy it at 33 thinking it's going to go to I'm sure you probably thought it was going to $1. That's what everyone thinks. And then it's going to break that, and then it's going to sell off, and there's not going to be a buyer in sight, and you're still going to have that coin at 33 cents. And then maybe one day it'll come back. But just so you guys are aware, this is higher. I know you guys think this isn't all-time highs for Doge, and you don't get how market cap works, but this is essentially all-time highs for Doge. Doge has never been this high. And that's because it makes more coins every day. So you need that much more work just to hold it at level, let alone move it up. So essentially, you're already here. This is like buying Tesla at $1,000 right now, split adjusted. So I would be careful with what you hear online. Whether they're out there scamming you or it's just the blind leading the blind, I would try not to fall into that trap. Understand the supply and demand aspect. I wouldn't care about anything else. As long as there's green candles there, green, it's going up, good. When that turns around, how long is it going to take for you to get out of that position? Do you plan on holding it? But realistically, you got to ask yourself, was this just a gamble? Or because I do this for a living. And sometimes I think the people that watch me, they want to make money on their trades. They want to do it for a living too. If you're not here for that and you're just having fun, then send it. Who cares about risk management? Just buy whatever you want. I buy a lot of fireworks every year, which literally turns my money into a really cool color fire. Does Sheeb print as well? I bet Sheeb looks just like this. All of them should look pretty similar to this. Sheeb's just playing the back and forth game. So as soon as that breaks 0.0000021, I would be out. The growth account is going all in on Pepe. The growth account would not be where it's at if we were in meme coins. It would be at 0. A lot of people are asking about XRP as well. And to my normal followers, sorry, I'm sure you guys don't need to hear this over and over again. But there are a lot of new people in meme coins, and I genuinely want to see people do well. And there's a couple people that have followed me now, and their first trade was GameStop. They thought that's how things worked. So everyone starts somewhere. Greg says, I bought Shiba and Doge for fun. Yeah, if you're buying it for, I don't want to make fun of anybody at all. But I know a lot of times my wording kind of sounds like just digs. I don't mean to. I just don't know how to say it better. All right, XRP. Nice. Okay, so XRP taken off Coinbase for a while. They thought it was a scam, right? And now that's why I'm not in it, because nothing I have has ever been mixed with, is it going to get delisted or is this a scam? Closest thing I had to that was I was short Nikola stock. I went on YouTube, told everybody I'm hilariously short Nikola stock. It's the closest thing I've ever had to holding something that was a scam. Amir says, stick around, you won't regret it. Been here for 45 months. Shout out to Amir on that. Anyway, XRP cleared all the nonsense, right? So they're back on Coinbase, kind of back in the game, and it's absolutely shot up. Forgive me, guys. At one point, I knew what XRP does do. I know this has quite a bit more of a, I don't know if it has more of a following than Doge, but more of a use case, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But, like XRP has been lumped in with other things, like Ethereum. Yeah, like there's real use case scenarios for it. Again, Doge without Elon probably would already be gone. Good news for Doge is you have someone like Elon who likes to talk about it. He's part of the Department of Government Efficiency, which is hilarious because it spells out Doge. It has nothing to do with Doge, but it is hilarious. As long as that's there, the following's there. Need some more Cardano. Needs a big move. What is Cardano up to? Sending it. Okay, so actually, while we're talking about this, so if your meme coin looks like Doge right now, it looks like this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. What you want it to do, it pushes up. This is not where I'm. Hang on. This is not where I'm buying. Like the guy that bought Doge at 33 cents, not buying. Now we see it go sideways. Now I'm buying, even if it's Doge at 33 cents right here. Okay, now we're talking. Because again, I will judge the bull trend by the bears. The bears showed up, got it nowhere, which tells me this trend could continue. It's everything I literally just said about Doge. Doge, Pepe, Degen, whatever meme coin you're talking about. If it looks like this is what you hope to happen. Because when it goes sideways, real simple, guys. You put your stop below the latest low. All right? I don't care what kind of Degen you are. That math is easy to figure out. And then all you got to do is walk that thing sideways, and there you go. The trend continues, and that's what hopefully Doge pans out and looks like. Now, if that candle's red, here's what happens: you tag out, money's back in your account. You get to pick the next meme coin to buy, or maybe you want to take it serious and buy something different. But now that happens, all you do is you take this, you move it up, you jump right back on TikTok and say, "Hey, is it going up still? Should I buy it right now, like everybody's doing right now?" But anyway, that would be the price action I'm looking for. What is a popular? Here's what Pepe will probably look like, and Degen. Hang on, this is a good day. Let me show you what they'll probably end up looking like. Here we go. All right, so this took time, right, for this to happen. I just don't know of any other stocks that look like this. Right now, here's probably what Doge is looking like. We're up. We're kind of going sideways. Hopefully, it sends it up. Whoever didn't buy Doge now is going to think, "Gosh, that guy's an idiot. I should have bought Doge," because it's going to go to like 46 cents. It's going to be up here, and then it's just going to crash. Maybe not Doge because maybe Elon says something about it. Pepe, Degen. I thought I just saw one called Chill Guy or something. Can you add stop losses on Robinhood? Absolutely. What website is this? TradingView.com. Someone asked, how do I scrunch it? I just use the wheel on my mouse. You can click down here on a tablet and just click and drag these bars. But like I just told you guys, like, here it goes sideways. You put your stop right here. Okay, it jumps up. You put your stop, up here. When it tags out, get out, because that's what it's going to look like. Now, some of you guys will get a second opportunity because a lot of pump and dumps, they pump up, they sell off. Everyone says, I'm buying the dip this time. And then it pushes up. And a lot of times that second hump is a lower high. Now that should give you all the signs in the world that, hey, this is probably not about to pan out. You won't know it real time because it'll look like this and you'll just think it's trending back up. Here's a higher low. We're going to go for a higher high, $1 million. It's going to be up there. You'll come up with some crazy number. People always do. I have no doubt you will. That's when it's more important than ever to put that stop in place. Stop asking questions because it is your money you will lose, not the person you're following, not anyone else. The person on Facebook has no idea you bought it when you took his advice. If you see that lower high come in, that is your warning shot. I mean, that is the red lights before a train is about to just ruin that account or ruin that position. Maybe you were smart and you just bought a small amount, but that's what I would be looking out for. What about Rizzo? Does it look like this? Oh, sorry, hang on. Does Rizzo look like this candle-wise? Forget the letters. Does it look like this? And if you're just now tuning in on, especially on TikTok, because right now TikTok's up there as far as viewers go, 4 times the amount than YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now, so Don Fron Show, Don Fron Trading. I'm actually on both channels right now. You can watch this from the beginning, where I just explain all of this. It's an important price action lesson to learn if you're going to be doing this at all, ever. Even if you're doing it for fun, why not make money? I get slot machines are fun, but you're going for the jackpot. You're going for like some wins. You don't want to just go lose money. You can do that at home by yourself for free. Try and sell into strength. Otherwise, rug pull. Yeah, it'll happen every time. Love what you're teaching. I appreciate that. I'm trying my hardest to do it in a nice way. I've made fun of these a lot in the past because it's easy, I think, to make fun of. But I definitely don't want to do that anymore and make fun of people that just genuinely don't know what they're doing is kind of crazy. Yeah, I also I'm not good with talking with humans. Okay, Bitcoin's down 1,500. Bitcoin could be up 1,500 in the time I finish reading your comment. But let's check that out. I guess I'd worry more about Bitcoin. So even look right now, here's your daily, and take this with a grain of salt. This is not a lot of price action, but see how overall we're still kind of working our way up on this, right? So the sellers show up, buyers still pick it up a little bit sooner each time. So that eventually will break. I don't think we're going to stay up here forever. This will have pullbacks. And for everybody in meme coins, when Bitcoin pulls back to 76,000, let's say it pulls back down to here, it's going to look like a slaughter. And Doge is going to be 12 cents. Like whatever this. So when this pumps up, you watch your meme coin absolutely send it. Bitcoin's up 10%, your meme coin's up 100. Okay. That's going to happen in reverse as well. It is like a leveraged aspect. When this thing pulls back 10%, your thing's going to be just toasted off. It's going to be like just put it down a garbage disposal. It's really cool if it doesn't, right? If it can kind of defy that, most likely you got to be here. You got to have this mindset. The best way to make money, I was going to make this a standalone video for everybody, YouTube and not. The best way to make money in this is to be the absolute best devil's advocate. If I want to go online and find out where a stock is going, I would be here for hours. I saw another guy earlier today. Every thumbnail of his is SoFi to $45. There's probably 1 million videos of Bitcoin going to 500,000 being uploaded an hour. Okay, everyone knows where something's going to go. Tesla to 1,000, AMC to 100,000, Bitcoin to 1 million, Doge to $1. Everyone knows where everything's going. You need to be the devil's advocate. Get on here and start asking, what if that person's wrong? And this is probably the most part of my success is all right. I'm really congrats. It's going that high. Awesome. I'd love to be on that train. What if you're wrong? What if it doesn't? What if this happens? Because things can happen. And you're in a position overnight and you fell asleep. Do you know how much news can happen? You know how many things can happen to just derail a position in hours, minutes? Like, you got to be prepared for that at all times. Somebody asking, should I buy now? Sure, do whatever you want. It's not a question of should you buy. It's here's where it's at. Where do you think it's going? And what's the probability of it actually doing that versus selling right back off? And does it sell off a little bit? Is it a little bit of a pullback, or does someone come in and take a bat to the back of its head and wreck that thing? And no one knows it's going to happen until it does. It's like, it's going to happen to the other coin. That's not going to happen to Pepe. That'll happen to Doge. And then it happens to them, and you're just stuck. Like someone just took advantage of you. Okay. Like it's going to be. So I'm not reading that comment out loud. You'll be super shocked, because you just didn't ask these questions before you ever click the buy button. But really, just ask yourself, what if it doesn't go up? Everyone right now is telling me everything's going up. If you guys could read on YouTube, could read the TikTok comments, XRP versus XLM, the dollar's dropping. The dollar better go to zero. Glass half empty show here. That's right. Now, I'd love to talk about the glass is half full and the sky is blue and sunshine and rainbows. But realistically, like, making money's easy. Keeping it's going to be the hard part. You just click your thumbs, the things go up, you're in it. Poof, cool. You can't count it until you lock it in and pay your taxes on it. So until that event happens, you're still exposed to it. A lot of you guys still have Doge, and you think you're up right now. You're watching an imaginary number on your phone. And when that turns around, it won't be so imaginary anymore because you're going to have to lock that loss in. So you have to, you just have to look at it the other way. You go in all dollar signs and optimistic, you're setting yourself up. There's a reason why I just don't get surprised by things. One, been doing this for 12 years. There's just not a lot the market's going to throw at me, especially after the Rona crash. That's something no one's seen in history. I've seen all the curveballs until something new happens, right? We've seen it all. I've seen the grind down. I've seen the absolute jump out the window. I've seen things happen overnight. I was literally up $6,000 driving down the road, going into a spot that I knew had no signal. I was on the turnpike coming from Texas to Missouri. And I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. Okay. This is literally a few minutes, by the way, because I'm not going the speed limit. I'm going 5 or 6 over. Okay. I lose signal. I come back. I am down $3,000 because Trump tweeted something. In a matter of minutes, I was good to just evaporate it. Like, I literally looked at my positions thinking, should I put a tighter stop in? I was like, no, they're way up. Just fine. It wasn't even that big of a position. Just turned on a dime. I went from a Corolla to an F1 racer to the other side. Like, come on. So if you just aren't prepared for those moments, you're setting yourself up to be really surprised and to really lose a lot of money. Do you think I should sell my Doge? I bought 1,700 in 2021 and didn't sell the last time around. Okay, last thing I'm going to go over into Doge. Then I got to break down the other markets for everyone else. But Doge right now is at all-time highs. And some of you guys are probably can't wait to tell me no, and I don't know what all-time highs is. It was 74 cents. In theory, all-time highs because of how many has been produced. The amount of work it needed to put in to get it to 74 cents last time was a lot less than it is this time. Okay, this was that guy that skipped leg day. Hang on, TikTok can't see it. You were up here at 74 cents. Hang on, Siri won't stop talking. That the little twig guy had that thing up at 64 cents. Now we have the strongman competition, just trying to push this boulder uphill. With 14 million coins being made a day, it takes a lot more work. So it's gonna take that much more work to get it back to its previous highs, let alone a new all-time high. So just think about all of these things, because right now, everything about this, right? It's just green candle after a green candle. You've heard the saying, the trend is your friend, right? Until the bend at the end or until it's not. Like, there's all the fancy sayings after. Right now, the current trend is up. And until it breaks, what's that low right here? 32, we'll call it 0.326. Until it breaks that, it just keeps going higher. This wick down here to 33998, still higher than the previous one. As long as that remains intact, the trend is still up. So honestly, I love trailing things. Why do you just want to randomly sell when things are going really well? This happens a lot when the markets are at all-time highs every day. People are asking, hey, why do you want to sell this? Look, I got to sell it. It's up. I got to sell it. It's at all-time highs. Like, it's working pretty fine then. Things look like they're doing well. Why are you in a hurry to sell? Now, if you have a strong, compelling case, then you might want to sell. Right now, what's your case to sell Doge? It's in the spotlight. Everyone's still talking about it. The rug pull hasn't happened yet. Probably will. More than likely, it will happen. You don't know if it's going to push to 74 cents and then a rug pull. It could push to 39 cents and then go to 15. I would just put a stop loss in place personally. At least that way you can go to sleep knowing that if lightning strikes, you kept your losses to a minimum. And that's kind of where I would be at on that one. But again, for everybody that is just tuning in and maybe you caught this, just go to YouTube, because on TikTok you can't rewind. Sorry for everybody on YouTube hearing this multiple times. Again, Don Fron Show or Don Fron Trading. It's on both. You don't have to subscribe. I don't care about that. I know you probably love TikTok. You can watch it from the beginning where I go over and break down all of this price action wise, what to look out for, what to do. Then jump right back into your 15-second videos of ladies twerking. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. Anyway, shout out to everybody that did follow. Got a whole bunch of new followers already. 69 new followers. We almost have more new followers than we do viewers on YouTube. Shout out to that algorithm. Anyway, let's jump into it, because the S&P futures did open. They gapped down, as a matter of fact. So futures are open right now. You can trade those. Gap down. We're bouncing right out of this yellow box. I am long this. I'm long the NASDAQ. Like I told you guys, if you guys really want to do something funny, go back on YouTube and watch the last stream on Thursday where I told you guys Thursday, where I said, hey, if it gets to this yellow box, I'm going long. And then weird, it did that. And here we are. It's like magic. It's like voodoo. Okay. Don't tell anybody. I do have a crystal ball. Sometimes I forget to charge it, but most of the time I'm pretty on point. All jokes aside, I am long because, like we've been talking about all stream, that trend right now still up. Why would you not buy the dip? I hear Biden's trying to start World War III. I haven't caught up about that. I've seen some headlines. Who knows? As far as the news this week, I don't know if we have anything. Monday, nothing. Building permits won't move anything. Continuing jobless claims, initial jobless claims. So Thursday we'll have jobless claims. People make a deal about that. That'll move some markets. Friday we have PMI. So we got some letters this week. So it looks like your fireworks will be Thursday and Friday as far as news is concerned. For now, overall, I told you guys I went long because I'm just playing the trend. Until that red candle is really followed by another big one, you just gotta buy the dip. Honestly, I was annoyed that we haven't even had this dip in the overall market in so long. Like, that felt like forever. You know how annoying it is to be in your chat like, oh, what are you doing? I'm just twiddling my thumbs, waiting for a pullback because things just kept going up. I didn't want to buy at highs. All right, as far as the NASDAQ. So on that Thursday stream, I pointed out that zone and this zone, and I'm long both of them. Sorry, not long both of them. I'm just long the NASDAQ right now. I am in NQ calls, and I have QQQ call options for this Friday. So hopefully we keep this energy and we're rocking and rolling. I guess I do have to worry about this zone right here because some sellers might show up. At that point, I'll have my stop in the green, so I'm not too entirely worried about it. I'll have to tighten it up when it gets here. Do you know how annoying it is to make money day after day after day? It's incredibly annoying. The worst part about this is how annoying it is to be a successful trader, but then just to watch some goober come online. He's like, hey, I bought this dumb coin, or something like that. Dumb coin might even be real. And then all of a sudden, 200,000 followers. Like, yeah. So you just got to sell your dignity, huh? That's it. Anyway, Grandpa Dow. I'd have to be long this one, I think. This is my alert to go long right here. So if you guys are ever looking at my charts and you see this little tiny white dashed line, that's my alert. When that alert goes off, my watch vibrates, and then I just take the position. There's no point at staring at charts all day long. I'm typically on the 4-hour time frame. That's what these yellow zones are. Blue is hourly, more for managing positions. Hang on. I'm just starting out. Bought Doge like everyone else is 4x better. Ooh, that is a loaded question. That is a completely different asset class. So I do trade all of them. I don't trade meme coins, and I actually don't even trade crypto. I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum every week. But I will say this. Maybe I'm biased to myself. You can come on here and ask me Forex questions. But I would be very cautious of who you're following when it comes to Forex. Because before crypto, Forex was the breeding grounds for scams. And now there's meme coins where they can just do it in front of your face. So it's fine, it seems like. But Forex is nuts, okay? While billions of dollars exchange hands in the stock market every day, trillions of dollars do it in Forex. That's where banks go to manipulate other banks. You think they're going to notice you at all? You're out of your mind. There's nothing moving like a meme coin when it comes to the Forex market. Again, that's the big daddies. You are essentially you are an ant in an elephant stampede, but somehow they never just pass you up. You were constantly in the middle of an elephant stampede. So it's the one thing I would say paper trade, because while it looks like red and green candles, you think, I got the hang of it. That one will actually be different. I would say paper trade that one, kind of just stick to the major pairs. Don't go in. I can't tell you what to do. I would not go into the exotics. There's 9 major pairs. Just stick to them. If you can't make money with that, don't worry about going to the exotics. Don't worry about trading the peso or the ruble or whatever. Just no. Let's see. Big banks like little banks. They do. With institutions investing for long term, do you see a different cycle this time? We talking crypto in general? Yes, but that's also why I'm in Bitcoin. I do think things are very different. I'm very heavy. It's no secret. Very heavy into AI stuff. Honestly, I'm sounding a whole lot like Tom Lee. He's got the magic words right now. I was kind of making fun of him, not of him in general, but his plays as far as like small cap goes. He was calling out the Russell, right? He was going to town on that thing. I broke it. Tom Lee, come on. Now you got to go. This is Tom Lee's call. He says IWM to 300 by the end of the year. So that's when I say I'm joking. I'm just like, this is the plane that's got to go on. But he's saying all the right words. He's like whispering sweet little nothings into my ear about AI and tech. Tesla right now running after hours on Robinhood, so it's up $10. So we're at 330. I paper traded crypto a year and a half ago. Took 100 to a million, but live is way different. Yes. One, there's fees. The thing with paper trading is you will get instant fills whether liquidity is a thing or not. You're not paying gas fees or anything like that, so no. I will. Plus, there's also no emotion involved. I'm telling you guys, if I could just somehow get some 12-year-old, if I could put trading on an Xbox controller and just say, hey, get the high score, you can play the green candles or the red ones. Do that, and I'll buy you all the PlayStation games you want or the newest Xbox. I'm telling you, that kid would kill it. I would fund that account right now. The second we know it's attached to real money and you trade your time for that money, things get very different. Money is very triggering for a lot of people. So you put in a little bit in there, all of a sudden, everything changes. You're questioning the questions, and you could spiral that out of control, but things get significantly harder. Why is Ethereum not moving? Sounds like no one's buying it. Ryan, the pallet guy, says Peloton. It's funny. We use Peloton to reference Degen and Pepe Coin. Let's talk about Peloton real quick because Peloton's been on a move. I'm telling you guys, man, this year, this is when everybody gets skinny and everybody knows it. Peloton's been absolutely killing it lately. If you, for some reason, bought down here and not at 140. Looks like earnings sent it up, sold back off, bought it up, sold off. Okay, so your zone's actually right here on this. Gosh, I lost my lines. So we're looking for buyers and sellers. It's everything I'm doing, right? So gapped it all the way up, came back down to this red candle. Let's really focus on this right here for you new people on TikTok for price action. Now we sold off. What happened here? That candle ended. We opened the next day here. So it means somebody bought everything on the table. So I'll take every share you got available. Boom, sends it up here. There's still some sellers because nobody's willing to hold on to this thing higher than 750. So it sells back off. let's paint the picture. Goldman Sachs wants to buy it. Goldman Sachs says, hey, if this gets 750 or lower, I'll take all the shares you have available, or give me 2 million shares. This is how algos get into trades. All right, so it gaps up. Algos can't do anything with that because there's nothing to happen. Comes back in, algo starts filling, right? So they want 2 million shares. Let's say 1 million shares just filled right here. They bought the order book, pops it right back up to here. Algo's not filling anymore, okay? Everyone sells it back off because it's Peloton. Starts selling back off. Boom. Algo starts filling again. So we grabbed 500 shares. 500,000, 250,000. Starts to pump it right here. Okay, now we're 1,750,000 shares filled. We have a 2 million share order. Comes back up. Nothing's happening. Sells back off. We enter the parameters again. 250,000 fill. Now that order's done. This is why people talk about zone freshness. Like maybe that 2 million is done and there's no more buyers right here, but retail will call that support and resistance later anyway. That's how the algo will fill right here. Now, all I care about is somebody was filling at that level. Somebody likes it at that level. So now I like it at that level. If big money can like it, I like it too. I'm just going to agree with them. They probably put more work into figuring it out anyway. So as long as that level holds, I'm good. The closer we can get to that, the better. Does need to make some higher lows. Look like there's a little bit of back and forth game right here. Because if you look right at, let's just draw a blue box. So right here, all we did was sell it. Sold back off. Tried to, but sold back off. Eventually it held. We're kind of right here again, breaking it. That's what I expect from a blue zone anyway. Getting back above that, I think we're rocking and rolling. So you really needed to get above that 890 mark. Then we're probably really talking. Your next struggle point will be 950 around there. So if I was going to buy the dip on Peloton right now, here's a full trade plan. I would buy it right here. I would put my stop. That is incredibly annoying. I'd have to go 715. Now, you got to pay attention. Someone once called me a cheater because I put my stops below the wicks. It's fine. Cheat with me. Okay, so right now 775 to 715. So I'm 60 cents a share. Okay, so if I only want to risk $6, I can only buy 10 shares. That's how that is. Take from here to your stop out. This is Doge is going to $1. Hey, that's fantastic. Where is Doge not going to $1? Because then you draw that line right there. You go from here to here. How much per share or per coin is that? How much do you want to risk? As in the chips you're going to put on the table, how much are you going to put into that? And then adjust your position size off of that. And then your realistic take profits right here. But I'm hoping we break out and we already know that 950 is going to be another level. There's a zone up here. There is no denying the fact that you will have to contend with something right there. So that's how I would take that trade. And if you guys watch my perfect entry types video on Don Franz Show on YouTube, you'll hear me talk about a type 1, type 2, type 3. This would be a type 1, and I would add on at the type 2, which tells me I'm going to buy right here, but if it gets into this zone, I'm going to buy some more. Same stop, keeping my risk the same. That'll go from 20 cents a share, it looks like. Now we're rock and rolling. I can buy so much more while keeping the position the same take profit. And that's how you'll hear me say I got into type 1 and a type 2. It turns around. We're good. It doesn't. We tag out. We move on to the next trade. There's just no worrying about it. You cannot manage a red trade. That's it. The only thing you can do is manage a green trade and squeeze every dollar you can out of it. If it's red, it's red. You tried your best. Sucks to suck. Get out. There's no sense in holding on to it. Amir says, hi, Brad. Oh, say hi to Brad. Hi, Brad. I will. You want me to tell Brad you said hey? I will do that, Anton. Meaningless boxes. Exactly. All right. So, awesome. Thank you. Of course. We cannot forget to talk about NVIDIA this week. Okay, so I had some sold calls on this. I did buy them back. They were up. I had the 155s sold for this week. For this upcoming week, right? The 22nd of expiration. And I even told my chat, because if you're in the Patreon or my membership, I tell you guys all my plays. You do what you want with that information. They're not call outs. I just tell you in real time exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, I even said, hey, like I'm not going to hold this through earnings. It sold the next day. It was up, so I went ahead and locked it in. I do want to pull up the expected moves. I don't have it updated on the charts. I will update. Let me bring this up real quick. Let's get TikTok so you guys can see that. Shoot. TikTok, you can't see it on the left here, but those are my tickers. NVIDIA is right here somewhere. Can you guys see my mouse? NVIDIA, right close at 141. Expected move $16.20. So 158.18 is the high. 158.18. I think I'm going to sell some 160s just so I'm not in anything. I'm hoping tomorrow is green. We really juice these things up. I'm going to sell the 160s on this because let's go. What's one standard deviation down? 125.78. Give me 1 second. 125.78. So this is where market makers have everything priced in as to where they think risk is going. This is where everybody has voted with their dollars and has their money on the table. They think it's going to stay in a range like this. Personally, I really would like it. If it were to go one standard deviation down, to drop down to this 128 mark, I am about that life. I will buy more NVIDIA at that point. If it sends it, I got to wait a little bit longer. The thing is, I think if I can sell the 160s and be okay, because if it sends it and really sends it, NVIDIA does a pretty good job of going up and then going sideways. So I think I'll end up being in a management position where I'm kind of rolling my call. Two standard deviations is 174.38. With NVIDIA, I think I can be all right on that one. Hang on, we'll fix the sense here. We go two standard deviations. You know, I'm still going to be. I can manage that position just fine. It just needs to not pull a Tesla and go three standard deviations. That's going to be an L for me on that one. But right now, I'm kind of comfortable with that. Maybe NVIDIA saves the day in the market. But for now, as of now, I think I'm going to sell the 160s in the morning. Sends it down to one zone. Fingers crossed. Again, I just have to disclaim this every time because I absolutely hate when people do this online. Like, oh, I hope it goes down. Shut up. No, you don't. I'll be fine if my money just goes up. Okay. But if it does go down, I do want more NVIDIA, but I do want it on a dip. And if earnings is the excuse for it to go down, send it. I don't care why they sell it. As long as they sell it, I'm going to buy up the red candles. So 128 is going to be where I start to look for more NVIDIA shares. If it gets down to there, I'll probably sell some at the money puts so I can get paid to buy it. Also in the growth account, that'll be amazing because those sold calls will go up a lot. It'll get us out of that. Lori says she has the 165 covered calls on NVIDIA. I'm surprised she didn't close that with that sell-off. Those things were up. Okay, one more. Palantir is a bubble. Palantir's at $68. God. Palantir's just moving and grooving. Right now on Robinhood, it is trading. It's going for it. Palantir's sending it. Now, I don't have any FOMO. I know a lot of people do. They think they're missing out. And the one thing 12 years in this has taught me is things always pull back. Okay. It doesn't actually matter what this number is on the right. Pulling back, you just want to buy the red candles, not the brightest green candle out there. Doesn't mean it has to pull back. Things can go up for a while, but I will sit and wait for a pullback to buy before I do anything. I don't know what it's going to take for that thing to sell off. If I was to buy it right now, you know, if I wasn't in Palantir right now, and long term, I think this is $100 stock. You know, long term, I think it's going to be something great. There are people that think this is going to be the next Amazon, the next Tesla. It's going to go up to 1,000. If I genuinely thought that, then I would start accumulating shares. So if I want to buy 100 shares total, maybe that's my game plan. I want to buy 100 shares. I'm going to buy 2 right now. I'm going to buy 2 in a couple days. I'm going to buy 2 again, and I'll just slowly buy 2 at a time. Again, if my goal is 100, okay? But if it just snaps back, red day, plummets, Now I'm buying 50, I'm buying 40, I'm buying 60 shares. Like I'm going to get the meat of that thing done when it sells off. But I will wait until that happens. My wife thanks you. How's your wife's boyfriend feeling? Pretty good. Is he still paying for things, or is your wife going to leave that guy? What do you think? I think she should. I think she should give it all to you. Been rolling Palantir calls for a few months. I imagine if you're rolling Palantir calls, it's going to feel like an eternity right now. Usually selling calls or puts. Both, actually. Really depends. Hate to beat the Bitcoin drum. Thoughts on miners? Ooh, that's something we haven't talked about. Mara is the one that has my attention right now. Because their last earnings, they wanted to diversify and go into AI data centers. Everything about that to me says, give me all the shares you got. So I do like Mara. I don't know if I care for Riot. Would be second place. Outside of that, I mean the gap as far as Bitcoin miners go from Mara to Riot, we got a decent gap. From second to third place, it's different. I don't know what is there's Hut, CleanSpark. I don't know if those are even worth talking about. It's kind of how I feel about that. These are Bitcoin hype stocks. So if Bitcoin takes the next run up, you'll see things probably go for it. But I'm starting to like Mara for other reasons. Not to mention, fairly easy one to get 100 shares of. Anyone has a small account. So selling puts on this, the premium is actually ridiculous. Selling puts and calls on this, fairly easy to do and make weekly money. PJC's got Riot shares. Nice. Yes, my name is Naz Daddy. That is my new name. Riot here as well. Why'd you guys pick Riot? I'm curious on that one. Again, that's my second place one. I don't know what the options look like on this. If it's anything like Mara, then I would like it. One of the biggest things I like Mara right now is the premium in contracts. The gamblers are there. They are juicing it up. Right, is similar to Mara. Nice. Then in that case, right now, is there a 1050 contract? I would consider selling the 1050s. You probably wouldn't get much, but if I could get anything for the 15s, I would sell those. Same exact thing as Mara. Well, on Mara, if this was Mara, I could sell the 18s right now and make money. And if that's the case, I'd spend my $1,200. I'd buy 100 shares and I would sell the 18s on Mara just weekly, every week. What's open looking like for tomorrow? So far, up. I think NASDAQ is probably going to lead this one. And as the NASDaddy, I am telling you guys, things are looking good. Bounced out of that zone. We're up. So QQQ. If you look on Robinhood, Tesla's up. From sounds of it, everything's rocking and rolling. So hopefully tomorrow, Tesla's bumping. Good. MicroStrategy options are juicy. They are. Those are for the premium folk, the people that drink tea with their pinkies sticking out. Right now, I guess it wouldn't be a stream to talk about Doge and everything else and not bring up MicroStrategy. For those with the expensive taste, caviar on a Tuesday, MicroStrategy it is. And honestly, I haven't traded this much. I actually just traded a little bit ago, but I bought calls because I was just going crazy as far as Bitcoin goes before everything shot up. I don't know what it is about MicroStrategy. A cheaper, almost leveraged play on Bitcoin. It is just a Bitcoin play. We talked about this a lot in my group, and it was like, why are you buying? Just buy Bitcoin. I was so not annoyed, but why are you buying MicroStrategy? Because all it is Bitcoin. No one knows what MicroStrategy actually does as a company. Not a single person I've talked to outside of my group knows what MicroStrategy does. But The selling, it opens the world to options contracts, and selling calls on these, selling puts on these is amazing. MicroStrategy is up at 345.60 right now. Nice. Premium with the miners? It is. Yeah, Terry, it has options. That's exactly what it was. When they brought it up to me, the ladies of my group, they love this thing. And they kill it with it. As soon as they said, but it has options, everything just became clear. It's like the fog lifted. I was like, why did I not see it from that angle? What's the difference between MicroStrategy and Bitcoin ETFs? Plain and simple. The Bitcoin ETFs tell you they're a Bitcoin ETF. MicroStrategy is like, we're a company and we do company things and we also buy Bitcoin. But at this point, MicroStrategy, it might as well be a Bitcoin ETF. All right, but guys, I have to wrap it up here. Sundays and Thursdays, I go Zoom live with my group. I have to get to that. If you're on TikTok and you want to hear the price action, everything about your meme coins, Doge, Pepe, Degen, what else did we cover? Chill Guy, I think. Maybe someone was saying I'm a chill guy. I don't know. Go to YouTube, Don Fron Show or Don Fron Trading. That's FRON, not M, not from somewhere. It's actually my name. Don Fron Show, Don Fron Trading. Is my head in the way? There it is. Boom. Watch it from the beginning on a full screen. I covered a lot of this right in the beginning. So check that out. Get caught up, and I will see you guys again in just a little bit. Have a good one.